Thelma Fliegel stood tall, slim, at 5'8", with striking green eyes. She took great pride in being impeccably put together every day and commanded almost every room she walked into. It was Georgia, 1942. It was sweltering hot. Her hair and makeup was perfectly done, and she was stepping out of the house to catch the bus to run some errands. Thelma stepped onto the bus that day and headed straight for the back of the bus. See, in Georgia in 1942, similar to other states in the South, through the Jim Crow laws, segregation was legalized. And white passengers sat in the front of the bus, and black passengers sat in the back. Don't be fooled by her striking appearance, though. She was strong, she was intelligent, and she was not afraid to shake a tree or two for what she believed in. Despite the jeers and taunting on the bus, this was a regular occurrence for her. She knew right from wrong, and she knew that segregation was clearly wrong. Fierce, determined, and my gosh, strong-willed, she never let an opportunity pass her by to speak her mind. Thelma was Jewish and was always on guard for acts of anti-Semitism. And when she would come home in the evenings, her husband, Herbert, would beg her to please just stop. Just sit in the front of the bus for your own safety. But she never let these opportunities pass because this was her chance to spread the message of equality. I am proud to say, I'm Jessica Rogers, but I'm proud to say that Thelma was my grandma. 82 years later, since she went to the back of that bus, I stand here as the enterprise risk leader of EY. And I work hard every day to make my grandma as proud of me as I am of her. And I often wonder what my grandma would think of the global education crisis that we have today of getting children equal and equitable access to education. And I didn't want to take this opportunity to stand up for good that I know she would have. I believe that AI and technology are at the very heart of addressing the disparity in education access. I'm passionate about AI. I embrace it through all of my risk work. And I truly believe that as risk professionals, we have the responsibility to bring to the forefront the very real people risk of access to education. There's no greater risk. We are all here today because we believe in the promise of AI and the fact that it can forge the future of business and improve the world. And just think of all the brain power potential that, quite frankly, is left untapped because in 2024, we still have a global education crisis. AI can transform education. Every child is special and can learn, can grow, and thrive. We're all unique. And that's what drives innovation, diversity of thought. But yet we still have so many children that, quite frankly, are left behind. And when I think about what's needed, it's more than just funding to get the the equality and the equitability. It's also about, are the teachers highly qualified? Are they performing well? Are the students, are the individual needs of the students being met? And are the students being set up for success? What does the curriculum look like? And is it being tailored to the individual needs? And we're at a pivotal point in time right now where we have the technology and we have the resources to make the impact. Access to education is a global crisis. In the US alone, the average class size is give or take about 24 students, but in urban areas, it can be more than 30 students. And for even looking further than that, teachers are just bogged down with administrative tasks. There's teacher shortages, but AI can bring personalized learning, learning analytics. It can identify and address individual and unique needs, virtual tutors with real-time feedback, but most importantly, it can free up the teachers to work hands-on with the students while addressing the complex challenge of creating an inclusive and equitable learning environment. And when I think about the solution of getting the AI into the classrooms, it's daunting and it's overwhelming, the gravity of the issue at hand. But I think back to Grandma, and I remember that she was never ever swayed, not in the least. And she always reminded me and said, every movement starts with one. We absolutely have the brightest minds in AI here with us today. We have the ability and the capabilities to impact the gap with our powerful AI systems. We cannot forget that education is life's foundation. It's a fundamental right. It's also, access to education is also life's greatest risk. And with that, I am starting a movement, and quite frankly, I need everyone's help. And if you share a passion for education like I have, if you truly believe that AI is part of the solution, I would love to connect, talk, and I ask you all to join the movement. So thank you.